Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to analyze again why CBO is always better than ABO, even on 2022, and I believe for the next year to come. Just a small introduction before we start. I'm watching several accounts. I can tell you that 99.9% of the cases CBO is working better than ABO. This doesn't mean that you should not use ABO if you want to. You can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you my opinion. Some facts before we go into my computer and show you live examples of why I don't like ABO anymore. First of all, having an ABO campaign, it means that you are starting from a specific budget and then you are increasing in order to scale your business. I find this extremely risky, okay? When you have a budget for one ad set and you just increase it, so let's say that you start from 20, you're going to increase it by 100%, which is even a lot if you think of it, and goes to 40. 40 is not a lot, but the 100% raise is a lot. So you increase it 100%, then how much? To 120, to 150, to 300. Every time that you do that, you are risking for your ad set to actually fail, okay? So, I don't consider this a good practice. What I like to do, CBO campaigns, more ad sets inside. If you're watching my channel, you know what I'm talking about. Relaunches of campaigns that they have failed, optimization by decreasing the budget and starting another campaign, and stacking up campaigns so that you can have better results. I have some examples to show you why ABO is not working very well, and I think that it has to do also with consolidation of ads. When you're doing ABO, it's like you're spending a specific budget for an ad set and you're not distributing it among other ad sets. Another thing that I like in CBO is that if an ad set is good, CBO can start it from a higher level. And the way that the Facebook ads are working, it's like a bell, okay? We have seen that also in some other videos. So the way that it's working, it's like you are having this bell, which means that there is a specific point that an ad set can be scaled, and after that point it breaks down. In order for you to reach that point, it's easier if you start from a higher point. So if you're having given an ABO and you start from $100, increasing to $150 is just a 50% raise. But if you increase to $200, it's 100% raise. Now, if you start with your ABO from smaller numbers like $20, increasing to 40, which is not even a lot, again, it's 100% raise. But in a CBO campaigns, this can happen anyway. For example, you are having $200 and 10 ad sets. Maybe one of the ad sets is going to spend anyway $100 because Facebook is seeing that it's having sales and it's optimizing very well, so it's spending immediately this amount of money without you having to do it risking every time step by step or doing it in a long period of time. The CBO is going to do it immediately and it's going to understand that this ad set is good and it's going to be scaled. In the ABO situation, you have to do everything manually and you are always risking in every single step when you are scaling something to actually lose it. There is one single case that I like to use ABO campaigns, and this is the situation of retargeting. Why though? Let me explain to you in a technical level why. When you're doing your cold traffic campaigns, your top of funnel, you're having very big audiences. It's good for you to have a CBO campaign and competing in these big audiences with ad sets in order for you to find better sales. It's not good to compete with your retargeting, because if you have 10,000 people, 20, 30,000 people visiting your store, it doesn't make any sense for you to do a CBO campaign and competing with people added to cart and people initiated checkout so that you can see where the CBO is going to spend more. You know that this traffic is good. You're not trying to sort them out and you don't have any need for them to compete in order for them to actually convert better. So this is the way that I like to do it. I like when I have campaigns, when I have small budgets, I just do one campaign, CBO, ABO, doesn't matter, it's going to have one ad set. And for sure I'm doing this on the bottom of funnel, I'm using ABO. But when you have bigger budgets, okay, and you want to break your funnel more with the retargeting, you want to do initiate checkout 7 days, initiate checkout 3 days, add to cart 20 days, add to cart 40 days, you want to do view content add to cart excluding purchases in the last 15 and in the last 30 days. When you have all of these audiences, it's not okay to put them in a CBO campaign. It's an ABO campaign. These are very small audiences and you don't have any reason to let them compete with each other. So use the ABO campaign. As I said, there is not a bad setting within Facebook, it's how we use them. and how we are actually explaining the reasoning behind everything that we are doing. And in this channel, we are explaining everything, why we're doing this. I'm not just going to come and say, don't use ABO. No, you can use ABO. I just tell you not to use it in your cold funnel, in your cold top of funnel audiences, because I think that CBO 99.9% of the cases it's working better, but I'm having one case that it actually worked better in one of the accounts, and I'm going to show it to you soon. So actually the funny thing is that the one campaign that I was talking about that is doing well with ABO in top of funnel, it died. And I have nothing to show you. I don't want to cut this on the edit. I just want to point out this. For me, the ratio is 100% now. It's not even 99.9% of the cases. CBO is always better. ABO campaigns don't last. Even the ones that they are working, they don't work well. I'm going to show you some things that they are coming from Facebook as data, which I want us to discuss about. But other than that, I guess test it on your accounts and just don't try to test it a lot. If you see that it's not working, switch to CBO for your top of funnel, and I think that you're going to be fine. Now, let's discuss about one important thing that I have seen here, and we're going to start with this slide this slide. So in this slide, I want to show you something. We can see that we have some data. This is about a brand that I'm doing the ads for, and they say what we are doing in our ads and what other people do on their ads. And I want us to analyze two things based on that. We can see that in CBO, we are having 97.1% of our ads run with CBO. So whatever I'm saying, I'm doing. And we can see over here that in e-commerce and apparel and accessory stores in general, they use 58.6% on CBO. What does this prove? CBO is not a setting that you have there by default. So if 58, I will say 60%, is using CBO, it means that it's working well for them, that they're approving it, that they're using it a lot. And after that, we can come here and we can see that in automatic placements, you all know my opinion about automatic placements, we're using only 4.9%, which is sometimes that we use it on bottom of funnel or middle of funnel as automatic placements. And in the industry, 68.7% is using automatic placements. And now someone can come and tell me why then you don't consider automatic placements. It means that they're using it and that they find it a good setting. Let me tell you the two differences. Automatic placements are there by default. When someone is going to do a campaign, it's going to be there by default, so they have to change it on their own. The fact that we are having 68% with the huge way that Facebook is pushing automatic placements, it doesn't surprise me, okay? Because whenever I break down the results, and we had this discussion before, I can see which placements are actually working. But the fact that for a setting like CBO, which is not by default there, and you have to go open it, put the budget, do everything accordingly in order for it to work, we have 60%. That means, and it's a strong indicator, that in a setting that it's not open for everyone by default, everyone is clicking it, 60% is clicking it, and they are actually continue using it because of that. This is also a very strong indication for me that CBO is working better. If you don't believe me in terms of the results across accounts, or if you don't see it on your other accounts, this is also a very strong point to convince you that you should start using CBO, and ABO on top of funnel is just dead. You should stop using it. There's no reason for me to show you accounts now on CBO and stuff that they're working very well. I thought that I had one ABO that used to work, but this doesn't mean that you should not test it, okay? These are the things that I wanted to show you. Always talking with data and how I interpret them. Maybe you interpret them in a different way. Let me know in the comments. It's totally fine. Let's have a discussion. I'm always up for a debate. Start using CBO. I still see several accounts that they don't use CBO, and it's actually sad, okay, because it's a waste of money. Okay, so now you know, you have live examples, you have my reasoning in a technical level and my experience from ad accounts, and now it's up to you. Until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.